Alright, welcome to another video. And guess what? It's not a Polaris video. It's close, but not a Polaris video. So this is actually a Kawasaki Prairie 400. Picked this thing up yesterday, actually. Had to drive an hour 45 minutes away to get it. But I thought it was worth it because it was kind of cool. And I haven't seen any of these around too often. And when I did, they would sell instantly. So I was like, I'll grab it quick. But it's a 1998 Kawasaki 400 Prairie. I believe it is 4-stroke. Let me just check here. Let me check the engine out before I confirm that. It's liquid cooled. I think it's 4-stroke. I'm pretty positive it's 4-stroke. Let me just see if there's an oil container anywhere. Yeah, it's 4-stroke. For sure. I think. Pretty sure it's 4-stroke. But, like I said, it's 1998. Some of the features on it are going to be, let's turn this on. It's got all the lights work and everything. It's got high, low, reverse, neutral, obviously. Turn it on, it's got the neutral light. High beam, low beam, or low, high. Which is weird. The high is just both lights working, and the low is just one light working, which is kind of dumb. Neutral light. Looks like we have a second kill switch right here. We have engine stop and on. And then we have start. And we have choke right here. So let's choke this bad boy. Starts up right away. Little compartment right here with nothing in it. Turn the choke off a bit. Still needs to warm up. We got the gas gauge right here, the fuel gauge. Full start, and then we also have the on and off switch for the fuel, and oil down here. Throttle control is right here, little lever. See if it's warmed up yet. Warmed up yet, but we'll turn her off right now. Brand new tires in the front. As you can see, tread is really good on them. The rims are kind of rusty, but that's not a big deal because I'm going to be painting it anyway. And suspension's pretty good. These four-wheelers don't actually have a ton of travel, which makes them a little bit worse than like Polaris. I think they only have like 6.5 inches in the front, and I think 9 in the back. But the tires in the back are pretty big, and the tread on these tires aren't bad either. It does have a nice hitch on the back, so you can be hauling trailers and stuff. It can tow up to over 1,000 pounds. And it is one thing I don't really like about this is that it is all-time four-wheel drive. So there's not a switch to go into four-wheel drive. It's automatically all four-wheel drive all the time. I do like the color of this. I like the green. And I think all Kawasaki Prairies are this green color. Let's see what else. So my plan with it, it does have a rip in the seat too, which kind of sucks. But I might get a new seat cover for it. I haven't decided yet. And then my plan for it is going to be to clean it up, paint the rusty spots black. So maybe painting these light covers down here. I have a silver paint that I can use for this. And then I'm going to be painting these racks up with silver paint. These foot pegs, these foot platforms, I'm going to be painting black. This I can paint silver, that's a little bit rusty. Back rack I can paint. Then back here, you can paint the muffler because that's a little bit rusty. And then all the black paint in there you can paint up just so it prevents rust. Right here, this bar you can paint black. Underneath the seat, I'm gonna have to clean out the air filter, a couple other stuff like that, but otherwise it runs great. I'm obviously gonna be painting the rims. I have silver paint for that, so that will look good, and it should be good to go. I did ride it yesterday, before I picked it up, or when I picked it up, and it goes good in the snow. It goes really good. It definitely can pretty much do anything. Looks like it has a place for a plow right here, and it's pretty much a tank. It's 600 something pounds, I think like 618 pounds dry, which is insane. I rode this thing up the ramp and it almost like cracked the ramp in half. I know the ramps can hold like 1,200 pounds, but this thing is a beast. Like it's pretty big. The only thing it has is a little bit of cracked plastic right here, which is not a big deal, but I'm gonna try to fix that up and make that less visible, maybe melt it. It's not a huge deal, but I like my stuff clean and looking good. As you can see, he tried to like glue it back on right there, but that didn't work the best. So my first step is gonna be to vacuum all this crap out of here, get all this mud and crap off of it, and then paint it up. I'm going to check the fluids and stuff. I want to check what the oil is. He said he did a fluid change on it last year, but I do not know if that is correct or not. There's the oil in there. It looks decent. It is full. And then I think there's another cap right here for oil or something. Let's see what's in here. Maybe this is the oil for the two-stroke. Does look like it, or maybe it's coolant or something. Not really sure what that's for. I'll have to take off that lever and look. I think that's where you put the oil in, and then you check it right there. Not 100% sure. This cover looks like it comes off easily though, so we can check that. Compression on this thing is like insane, so it runs great. I can pretty much get through anything, except for the clearance is so low that it's not the greatest for getting through snow and stuff. For mud, it would probably be even worse. The guy that I bought it from, he said that he wanted more clearance, so when you went on the ice, you wouldn't get stuck. And but this thing is great for hauling big trailers and stuff. So it's a hog. It is a beast. Like, it is big. It is it's a heavy four-wheeler, and as you can see, the stance is a little bit weird. It's kind of like leaning forward because it needs that extra suspension in the back for hauling trailers and stuff. So let's get started with it and see how it turns out. Also, I'll take it for a test drive with the GoPro, so stay tuned for that. Quick update, I just took off the seat, and underneath the seat I realized the battery was right here, and the solenoid is right here, and everything for the electronics is right here out in the open. Congrats Kawasaki on a well-designed machine. This is one of the biggest things. Polaris puts the battery and crap like right underneath here. It's really hard to get to, and Kawasaki puts it right out in the open, right underneath the seat. You can change the solenoid right there, change the battery right there. You don't have to get dirty, you don't have to do anything. Just take off the seat, everything's right there. That is sweet. That's almost like the best perk of this. So, yeah, I thought I'd mention that. Alright guys, finally got this thing all cleaned up. Painted the rims, did a couple of other things on it. Cleaned it all up, vacuumed it, wiped it all down, took off a couple stickers, and now, as you can see, it's running pretty good. Idle seems a little bit high, so we can turn that down a little bit right here. Still seems a little bit high. So I painted the rims, as you can see, both sides. I don't know why that's coming up as that. We can turn this off right now. So, painted the rims, that was the first thing I did. I painted these black, these foot pegs, those are all rusty. Came back here, painted the pipe black, which is already kind of peeling off. Painted all this stuff black back here. Painted this footrest black. Painted the rims on this side. Painted all of this black up here. It was all rusty, if you guys remember. First I painted it the silver color, but then I didn't like it. Alright, so my camera just died on me, but we were just talking about the silver color. I painted the front of it. And I went with the black instead because I thought it matched a lot better. The rims already kind of stand out too much. So if the whole front was painted silver, it kind of looked cheap and I didn't like that. The only thing I didn't paint was the rack because I didn't have the color paint. I didn't want to mess it up. And the silver looks too silvery for the rack. So I might just paint those black. I don't know yet. But I kind of like the silver color, or the gray color that they have on it, because it matches right here with it. And I have to take off that little guy too. But yeah, I mean, it starts right up. The only other bad thing is the seat, the rip in the seat. But otherwise, I'll show you guys what I did. I also strapped this back on. I'll show you guys what I did underneath the seat, just so you guys can get a feel for that. So, this is all ratty in here. So I cleaned it all out, vacuumed it all out in here, and cleaned out the air filter area, and made it all shiny up in here. So that's pretty much what I did. And I cleaned the bottom of the seat too. So everything is good to go. Tires hold air perfectly. Like I said, brand new tread. I also oiled up the lever in here because it was kind of sticky in there. So now it's working a lot better. There's little things in there, if you can see, little gears that when you push this, it obviously changes the gear. I noticed the back brake was a little bit. No, the back brake works. This brake, that brake doesn't work right here. So I might fix that later. But that one works well, so not too worried about it. I think that's pretty much it. So let's take it for a quick rip. I'll take it right here for right now, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, it runs pretty well. Doesn't do too bad in the snow. It actually is a lot better than the Explorer I had. The Explorer kind of revved up high, and it's a 2-stroke, and I think the 2-strokes don't do as well in the snow as the 4-strokes do. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Because you kind of have to rev them out. These kind of are built for torque, and it's a 4-stroke, so I think it just does better in the snow. Other things. This thing can get through pretty much anything, except like I said, the ground clearance on it is not very high, so it does get stuck pretty easily. But the wheels really have a ton of power, like a ton of power. Like getting through this stuff is no problem, it's so easy. But yeah, that's pretty much all on that. I think we're gonna switch to GoPro, take a GoPro ride with it. I mean, it's super fun. It's super fun to ride. Let's see here. The suspension is not the greatest on this thing. I will not lie about that. It's a little bit bumpy when I'm riding it, but it is kind of cool that it is liquid cooled. That's one good thing about it. Let's see. suspension's not horrible in the back. And I like that it has a hitch. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so I think we're gonna switch to GoPro, take a sweet vid, and see if we can get a cool video. Also, I took it over this hill a couple times. That was pretty fun. Then through the deep spot where I got stuck last time. Went through that no problem. I think that's it. So switching to GoPro right now. Alright guys, we're gonna go for a quick rip in the back. We're taking the Kawasaki Prairie 400cc out today. It's a pretty dang nice day out today, and obviously it's cold, but it's still pretty nice. Can't complain. We're gonna go see if we can hit some trails. Nobody should be hunting, so I think we can go in the woods back there, which is what I've been trying to do for the past couple weeks. So hopefully today's the day. Hopefully this thing lasts. I haven't really rode this thing too much, so hopefully we won't get stuck or anything. Let it warm up for a little bit. I was riding it like probably 30 minutes today, and just testing it out and stuff. Seems to run really well. We'll put it into the low setting. We'll go slow on the road. We're in the low setting, so again, don't want to pin it in the low setting. One weird thing is all four-wheel drive. It never goes out of it, which kind of sucks, but we'll go right here and see if we can get through this. Woo! The tracks you see were made when it was all icy out, and that's why it's having a weird time finding a track to go through. Backfired there a little bit. I just want to see if the front wheel's spinning. Running a little bit lean, it sounds like. Well, that's not good. Sounds like it's not getting any gas. There we go. I don't know what that was about. I don't want the engine to be getting too hot. Maybe it was just running out of gas. I'm not sure. There's the jump. Woo! Pretty tight squeeze through here. Woo! Now we got fresh tracks. Now we can really cruise on this. Woo! Wonder if I should put her into low. I mean high. We can really get going in high. Woo! Doesn't like that deep snow though in high. Smoking, smoky girl. Well, it's gonna be a ride on that thing. I think I have to fix the gas flow because it seems like it's running out of gas, and then starting again, and then running out of gas, and then starting again. So yeah, we'll fix that up, and then we'll be good to go. Otherwise, it handles the snow pretty well. You can get going pretty good, and then as soon as you run out of gas, you kind of stop, and then let it fill up again, and then away you go again. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that ride. More to come on this. Maybe I'll do like a little overnight thing, if we can do it. Like a little bonfire type thing, where we go in the back and have a little bonfire. I don't know. We'll do something cool. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, we are out.